Introduce him to you to come and speak to us from the stump here at Henty Machinery Field Days.
Go Tamora.
Yes, indeed, go Tamora. I'd like to acknowledge Ross Edwards, the chairman of the Henty Machinery Field Days, and what a wonderful chairman he is, and his hard-working team for all that they do to put this wonderful annual event on. I notice in the crowd so many school kids. Amazing how many school kids turn up even though it's not school holidays. So look, we won't have a school inspector out checking your bona fides, but trust me, you'll probably learn more here than you will at school anyway, because it is a fantastic annual event. It's been going for 54 years. It's the very, very best in machinery, and we are having a reasonable season at the moment. We would like a bit more rain, obviously, but certainly the weather has been half decent for the last 4 or 5 or 6 years. What we also need is good policy settings, and I'd like to think that the federal government, the Liberal and Nationals in the federal government, have provided those policy settings by way of tax cuts, by way of free trade agreements, by way of... Tim Fisher knows a bit about trade. I acknowledge Tim Fisher, the former Deputy Prime Minister from 96 to 99. They were reasonably difficult years. We got back into government, and I know Tim, very much a countryman at heart, the Mayor of Borey Creek, the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia. How good is he? Please put your hands together for Tim. He's done more for rural areas than many of us could ever hope to, and it's great to see you, Tim. I also acknowledge, obviously, my great friend and political neighbour in Susan Lee. I'd also like to acknowledge Chris from Moan Fitzgerald Constructions and Mark Bennett from the ANZ Bank. These sorts of events don't happen without good sponsors, and whilst you know, we come from near and far, and there's a lot of good people here. Sorry, that's the part of the song, you could have laughed at that, but anyway, there are a lot of good people here, but these events don't just happen without good event sponsors. They don't just happen without a lot of hard work, and I know when some of the tents and marquees and everybody leaves later in the week, the work will begin for the 55th Henty Machinery Field Days next year, because it's a 12-month organisational effort. It's a 12-month watch and hope and wait and seeking sponsors and all the rest. But ladies and gentlemen, you're here, and boys and girls, you're here today to enjoy what's on offer. I very much look forward to seeing what the machine of the year, the invention of the year, because that sets the trend. AgQuip just thinks it sets the trend. We know we do here at Henty. It's a fantastic field days. You're all here because you love the bush, you love the regional areas, and you love what Henty provides. And it's a great reunion, a great catch up with other people that you know and respect and love in agriculture. Agriculture has never had it so good. We hope that we get a bit more rain, but certainly I'd like to think that our government is providing you the right policy settings to enable you to not just survive, but indeed to thrive into the future. And on that note, I'd like to call up my federal colleague and friend, Susan Lee, the federal member for Farrer.